Hey there, I wanted to share some clusters that I'm going to send off for a swap that we're going to do at Junk Journal Connections on Facebook. And the group is Jessica Rapp's group, and she has a YouTube channel called Two Silver Oranges. And we've all been having fun watching her make clusters and then trying to make clusters ourselves, and we're going to do a swap, so it's going to be fun. And I wanted to document the ones that I was going to send off and then show you some more that I've made. So clusters have been around for a long time. Clusters will be around a long time after this. Everybody does them differently. Jessica isn't new at doing, it's not a new idea. She might have a little twist on it that someone else might have not ever had, or she might not. But it's fun to watch her. It inspires you to want to do them, and it'll be fun to swap with everybody. So I just wanted to show you the ones that I'm going to send off, and we're supposed to do 10. I have 11, but I couldn't pick just 10, so I went ahead and added an extra one. Maybe one will get bent on the corners, or you never know. But I tried to use as much original ephemera as I could in these. It's not all, but I did try to use a lot. And the way Jessica has been showing us to try to do it is to just put one staple in it. So it's just one staple holding all these things together. And then afterwards you can add a button or a piece of rickrack or any little embellishment that you want. Some I did, some I didn't. I also added a little washi tape on a couple of them. I just gotten some new washi tape, so like this is a little washi tape. I think sometimes when you have a little blank spot, it can be kind of nice to add a little washi tape to it. But these are great for tuck spots and all kinds of things. So there we go. Those are my 11 that I'm going to send. And then I wanted you to see that I've been having fun making these. So sometimes when you get started on this, it is hard to stop. And this isn't all of them because I put some in journals already. So you can have so much fun doing this. And each of these just has one staple, so you can see how you can offset it and still make it work. So I thought I'd show you a couple of these. Who knows, it might inspire somebody. They might see something on here they never thought of using before. This one I put a little flower on. And that's from an old needle book that was falling apart, so I don't feel too bad. I mean, it was really old. I think it's 1800s. Actually, I think it goes like this. There we go. So, and these came from old, what is that, embroidery, iron-on to embroider books. You see a lot of those in estate sales, so there's something you can use that for if you see some. The, like this foliage here, I got that from a 1960 garden book, and I just cut it out. So, and oh, I love the blue chip stamps. I'm going to have these upside down all the time. And these pictures, I go to the New York Public Library online, and I find black and white pictures I like, and I make them a little smaller, print them out, and cut them out. So that's a original little picture of a streetcar. So try to get these the right way. So anyways, lots of fun. Some of these I've added extra buttons to. Some of them I hadn't gotten around to doing that. You don't always have to go and do that. Postage is real fun to use in these. I did a little stamping on this one. I don't have great stamps, so I think another stamp would be better than that. Maybe a script stamp would be pretty good. I have one script stamp, but I don't love it like some of the ones I see online. See, I tried to stamp this one too with a dot one. So it kind of makes it look like it has the chicken pox. But you know, we just go with it. Here's another from an old embroidery, 1900 embroidery magazine. And that's just a copy of a, oh no, actually that did come out of that magazine from 1939. That's an original. So I do a lot of estate sale, and you can find a lot of magazines and things at estate sales. And then I saw Jessica, she took postcards, and old ones that she didn't want to use, or maybe they were copies, and she tore pieces of those off. I used that for the background of this one. That's fun. And then you can use, gosh, every estate sale I go to, I see tons of old sewing stuff, you know, that's never going to be used for anything now. So now we've repurposed it into a little bit of this decoration. So, and that's a little bit of washi tape on the bottom. This is big one. Looks like it would make a nice pocket. So I put a little, I'm going to use it as a pocket here pretty soon. I just haven't found the right place for it yet. So this was the back of a rickrack. Well, you know what goes around the rickrack, the advertising, for 10 cents. So it's pretty old. I think I used a stamp in most of them. These came off of old sheets of music. You cut different parts of it out that you like and just put that as a background. I think I like it this way. There we go. There we go. But it's actually really relaxing to do this. I sit and watch Jessica's live stream. Sometimes I don't get to watch when they're happening because I'm kind of busy with dinner at that time. So the next morning I'll sit and have my cluster stuff out, and I'll just sit while I'm watching the video playback and make clusters. It's fun. See this way. I usually have trouble getting close up, so I'm hoping that this shows pretty good. Anyways, and see, you can maybe make real little ones. You challenge yourself to make the littlest ones you can. So, lots and lots of fun. And as you can see, they're addictive. Once you start, you can't stop. Oh, I really stamped the heck out of that one. I think I actually ruined that one by stamping all that crackle all over it. We'll see. I'll leave it in there for a while. We'll see what happens. I punch out circles out of old books with those. You can do a circle one, or you can do the one that's like a badge. That's from an old needle book. The little needle packets. There you go. Needle packets. So that's probably from the 1800s. How special is that? If somebody gets that in a journal, I wonder if they'll realize how special that is. Sometimes you wonder if you should mark things. Oops, over here. I hope I did that one and it wasn't out of screen. I'm going to do this one right back again, just in case. I have a wandering arm here. Okay, so you guys get the idea. It's so much fun. And I want to show you my storage little cases that I use. I usually get out the ink and the stapler. See, that one I had to staple twice. And sometimes you can, if you have to do a little extra staple, you can hide it underneath. And my punches, I might get out one punch. And what else do I get out? The stamps, some fabric pieces, lace or fabric, it doesn't matter. And then these, I'll show you in just a second. All right. Sometimes when you make about 10 of them all at once, and then you go back and look at them and you're always like, wow, I really like that one. Little one. All right, so these are my storage, not where I hold my ephemera for making these. Where's the other one? Here's the other one. This one I just made up the other day for some bigger pieces. I was trying to do it all in that one little one, but as you can see, I keep numbers and little words in this part. I punch out the little circles that I have. Like this is out of wallpaper. This is out of more vintagey paper. Just anything you can find. Sometimes it's nice to put a little circle in the middle. I've even punched out little flower images from older books to put in the center. These are things that I printed out off the internet, little pieces of ads and things like that. And then the pictures that I was telling you about, different things like that. Little bigger ephemera pieces, torn like dictionary, like cut out of an old dictionary, just wordy, numbery type things. So it doesn't have to be that organized. It's just, and then bigger pieces in the back. It's just, you know, sometimes when you're looking for things, circles, map circles, circles of whatever you find interesting. That's always good to put on there. I really love using these. I might have to get a little smaller one too. But just circles of, that came out of an old embroidery book. That did too. The cover, that came out of like a botany book of flowers and things. I just cut different leaves and flowers out of it. This came out of an old children's storybook, and I tried to cut the different faces and images. I wasn't going to use the book, so I just, the pages in the book, so, and then some music pages. So these can be very good. And some old embroidery things, so there's that. And then on the bigger one, which I just made the other day, I have from the garden book where I cut out the different foliage thingies. And I'm going to get some more of those garden books because that makes a nice background in these. This is all original ephemera section where I have the needle books that I've torn apart and the snap cards that I've torn apart. Here's a needle book I haven't yet torn apart. That section. Then older printouts of advertising and some of the receipts that I print out. And then I cut up some old music pages and different fonts and things off of them, different parts of the music pages. This paper is pretty old, so it's really hard to use in a journal anyways, because you just go like that and it kind of goes away. So you want to back that a little bit, and making it into a cluster can make it a little stronger. Seems to be. And just all kinds of fun stuff that you find. You just look through your stash and go, wow, that would be a great background. And here's a whole bunch of the longer pieces that all come from sheets of music, the different fonts and stuff. I would like take a little bit of that off and make that in there, or maybe even just use it because it says discount half off, or you know, if I found it interesting, or the date. Anyways, it's kind of nice to organize them in these were like little bead cases people use for their beads. You can find them at sales or garage sales with the different sections. So anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope that you guys will check out my videos. Thank you.